So here's a question for you. What if I told you that Toyota's brand new 2026 electric SUV actually gives you more range, more power, and better charging, all while starting at a lower price than the model it replaces? Sounds refreshing, right? Especially when most new cars today cost more but give you the same or sometimes even less. Well, that's exactly what Toyota has done with the new 2026 Toyota bZ, the SUV that replaces the bZ4X. Stay with me, because in this video we'll go through the trims, prices, real-world range, charging upgrades, and of course how it stacks up against its rivals like the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Chevy Equinox EV. And trust me, by the end you'll see why this new bZ might just be Toyota's smartest EV move yet. Alright, let's start with the big news. Price. The entry-level 2026 Toyota bZ XLE starts at $36,350. That's about $2,100 cheaper than last year's cheapest bZ4X. Now here's the catch. This base model gets a slightly smaller 57.7 kWh battery, 168 horsepower, and around 236 miles of range. That's a drop compared to last year's entry trim, but Toyota has a trick up its sleeve. If you step up just one trim, to the XLE Plus at $39,350, you unlock a much larger 74.7 kWh battery, a healthier 221 horsepower, and a seriously impressive 313 miles of range. That's more range and more power than any version of the 2025 bZ4X ever offered. And the price difference compared to last year? Just $850 more than the old 252-mile model. Honestly, that's a huge win. But if you're after real punch, let's talk about the XLE AWD. This version combines that big 74.7 kWh pack with dual motors, giving you 338 horsepower, a big leap over last year's 214 HP. Range? About 288 miles. And then we have the limited trims. Limited FWD, 299 miles of range. Limited AWD, 278 miles. Both trims improve significantly over the outgoing bZ4X Limited, although prices here do rise a little, between $800 and $500 more. Now here's something important. On paper, Toyota's claiming big improvements. But how does it do in real life? We actually tested the 2026 bZ Limited AWD on their highway range test, running at 70 miles per hour until just 5% battery remained. The result? 222 miles. Yes, that's lower than the claimed 278. But here's the interesting part. That number actually matches the old bZ4X's claimed range, which means, in practice, the new bZ is delivering closer to its promises. Now let's talk about one of the most exciting upgrades, charging. The 2026 Toyota bZ now comes with the NACS charging port. That's Tesla's system. So you get access to Tesla superchargers, which instantly makes finding a reliable fast charger way easier. On top of that, AC charging speed is improved too. The onboard charger now supports 11 kWh, compared to 7 before. That means faster overnight or workplace charging. And here's the cherry on top, battery preconditioning. This feature keeps the battery at the right temperature before you plug in, so you get faster and more consistent charging even in cold weather. Okay, but what about the competition? Let's break it down. Hyundai Ioniq 5. It's our benchmark EV, but here's the deal. The entry-level Ioniq 5 SE Standard Range RWD costs almost $7,150 more than the base Toyota bZ. Yes, the Hyundai has about 9 more miles of range, but is that really worth nearly $8,000 more? If you move up to the bigger battery Ioniq 5, you'll get about 318 miles of range. That's impressive, but it costs nearly $2,000 more than Toyota's top-spec dual-motor limited AWD Chevy Equinox EV. This one is closer in price. Base Equinox LT1 FWD is actually about $1,300 cheaper than the Toyota bZ XLE, and its larger 85 kW battery gets about 5 more miles of range. But at the top trims, Toyota takes the win. The Chevy Equinox RS AWD is over $2,300 more expensive than the Toyota bZ Limited AWD, and the range difference is only about 7 miles. Cargo space? Pretty much a tie across all three SUVs. So what do we make of all this? The 2026 Toyota bZ is a real step forward. It's cheaper at the base level. It offers way more range and power in the mid-trims. It finally fixes charging with faster AC Tesla supercharger access and battery preconditioning. Yes, the smallest battery in the base model may give some buyers pause, but the XLE Plus and above look like seriously strong value for money. Toyota is finally showing that it's ready to compete in the EV space, not just with efficiency, but with real-world usability and pricing that makes sense. So, what do you think? Has Toyota finally built an EV SUV that's worth your money? Or would you still pick the Hyundai Ioniq 5 or Chevy Equinox EV instead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, share this with a friend who's looking at EVs, and subscribe for more in-depth car reviews and comparisons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.